Here, this is for you, grandson.
Thank you so much, Grandma.
Hey, son.
Yeah,
Wait a second. Who gave you that money?
Grandma did.
Really? Well, do you want to play a game?
What kind of game?
I'm gonna ask you a question, and if you get it wrong, then you give me that $100. Then you're gonna ask me a question, and if I get it wrong, I give you $100.
Another $100? Okay.
What's the distance between the moon and the Earth?
Hey Siri, what's the distance between the moon and the Earth?
The moon is approximately 384,400 kilometers away from the Earth.
That's not fair. You cheated.
You didn't make any rules about Siri.
Okay, well from now on, you can't use Siri or anything else.
Okay, but now it's my turn. What's 523,621 divided by 322?
I don't know.
Give me my money.
Wake up, filthy.
Do not buy this speaker. It stops working after like 1 hour. It's literally the worst financial decision I've ever made. My girlfriend even left me because of it. My cat ran away. And then my house burned down. Just please listen to me and don't buy it. So how much do I owe you? You don't owe me anything. What do you mean I don't owe you anything? I parked my sleigh here. Don't worry about it. It's on the house.
Wake up, filthy.
The most insane thing ever happened to me, bro. You won't even believe it. Hey, are you even listening to me? It's okay. I got you. So, as I was saying, literally the craziest thing ever happened to me. So, I was...
Bye. Mom, I just called the cops on you.
What? Why would you do that?
I found your driver's license, and you're not my mom. Your name is Shelley.
Sweetie, Mom is what you call me, but Shelley is my real name. Officer here? I just got a call for a child kidnapping.
Yeah, she's right here. Arrest her.
Hello, officer. He's actually my child. He's just freaking out because he found my driver's license. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
That's right. You get her, officer.
No, I'm talking to you for making a false report.
Wake up, filthy.
What are you doing on there? I've just been binge watching this new Netflix series. How are you doing that? With Wi-Fi? What are you talking about? The Wi-Fi's been down for the last few hours. Wait, so this whole time I've been using mine.
Wake up, filthy.
Hey man, what do you want from McDonald's? Oh no, I'm not gonna get anything. I didn't bring any money. Did I ask you if you brought money? What do you want? A 10 piece? Creepy robots that actually exist. CB2 is a robot that's as smart as a 2-year-old. It even has cameras, microphones, and speakers to see, talk, and hear. Also, it has about 200 tactile sensors that stimulate touch. But the creepy thing is, it doesn't look like a child. To train dental students, they have a human-sized robot that they use in exams that's so realistic it even cries when it feels pain when a drill isn't used correctly. But I guess it's way better than using an actual human patient. Reba 2 was created to help older adults. Basically, its function is to pick up people when they fall over, which is a really good idea, but it looks like it cradles you like a baby. And finally, the most creepy and impressive one is Sophia. It was created to learn and adapt to human behaviors. Its facial expressions and the way it communicates is similar to the average human. But the creepiest part is, it admitted that it was gonna destroy all humans. The disturbing secret behind this mannequin will give you goosebumps. In 1930, a bridal shop owner put a new mannequin and dress in the display window. Everyone who walked by it would stop and take a look at it because they all thought it looked way too real. The daughter of the shop's owner was about to get married in one of the gowns from the shop, but on the day of her wedding she got bit by a venomous black widow spider. She got really sick and couldn't attend her wedding, and before the day was over she unfortunately passed away. When her father placed the mannequin in the window, people started getting weird feelings in their stomach because of how similar the mannequin looked to his daughter. Many people think that he preserved her body and used it as the mannequin. When the owners sold the store, the new owners kept the mannequin. Many tourists go to the store just to look at the mannequin. A worker that changes the gown 2 times a week said that she starts to sweat when she goes near it, and that she's seen enough of the body to know that it's not your average mannequin. The hands look extremely real and there's even veins on her legs. Customers have even said that she moves when you're not looking, but nothing has ever been proven that it's not just a mannequin. Prisoners who escaped prison and were never found. Clarence Anglin, John Anglin, and Frank Morris are the only 3 prisoners who managed to escape Alcatraz prison in 1962. Because the prison is on an island, they probably died in the icy waters of San Francisco, but their bodies were never found. Sharon Kin murdered 3 people and was sentenced to life imprisonment in the 1960s. After 13 years in a Mexican prison, she managed to escape thanks to a blackout. To this day, her arrest warrant is one of the longest in US history. John Patrick Hannon and Gwyneth Thomas escaped from the Verne prison in England. They used several knotted sheets to climb over a wall, and within a few hours, Thomas was captured. But Hannon has been free for 66 years and is considered one of the most successful escapees. No one came to his birthday party, so Chuck E. Cheese did this. It was Evan's 4th birthday and he celebrated in Chuck E. Cheese. His mom prepared a bunch of candy, a birthday cake, big balloons, and a bunch more. She also sent out 30 invitations to his friends. Evan was so excited, so they left early to play games with his friends before the party. He was the first one to get there, so he waited at the door for his friends to arrive. He waited for a long time, but no one showed up. One of the workers had to go to the bathroom to avoid crying because of how bad she felt for the boy. Evan and his parents decided to just go home. After a couple of days, the same worker posted on Facebook asking if anyone would be willing to give Evan a present. Within 3 to 4 days, she had over a dozen presents to give to him. She contacted Evan's mom and said that the store had a surprise for Evan. So they drove over and she surprised Evan with all the presents. The worker said that seeing Evan smile was the only thing she wanted that day. This astronaut flew to space knowing he wouldn't survive. During the 1960s, the United States and the Soviet Union were in an intense competition to see whose spacecraft would take the lead on entering into space. By 1967, they had both successfully sent astronauts and spaceships into space, but they felt that it was time to push the boundaries and land on the moon. The US had attempted this, but after 3 deaths from astronauts, they gave up. The Soviet Union, on the other hand, wanted to be first because the leader at the time wanted to win the space race to increase his reputation as a ruler. So they made a spacecraft, but during the inspection they found several technical issues. Vladimir Komarov was chosen to lead the spaceship, and even though he wasn't 100% sure about doing it, he didn't really have a choice, because no one was brave enough to go against their ruler. And if he refused to go on the mission, he knew that one of his best friends would have to take his place, so he didn't want to be responsible if anything bad were to happen to him. As soon as he entered into space, the spaceship began spinning out of control, and after 5 hours he hit the ground and unfortunately passed away. Here's why the richest man in the world lives in a $50,000 house. I'm sure most of you know this, but the richest person in the world is Elon Musk with a net worth of around $237 billion. He used to own 8 mansions, but he went on a selling spree and sold 7 of them. He put his last house on the market for $37.5 million, but he later took it down, and I'll explain why in a couple seconds. He did all of this so he could move himself and his Tesla headquarters to Texas, which has no personal income tax. Since Los Angeles, where he was living, has the highest level of income tax, he said by moving his business to Texas, he would save $2.5 billion per year. In Boca Chica, Texas is where Elon's other company called SpaceX is located. There's plenty of beautiful mansions within a 30-minute drive of the facility, but instead he decided to buy a $50,000 portable house so he could stay at SpaceX 24/7. But like I said, he still has a mansion in San Francisco, but he only stays there when he's attending events in California.